What's up, guys? This is your bro 360 Braun here. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, go and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and leave a comment saying you subscribed, and I will comment right back to you. In this video, you see that we are doing a washing style. This is how I particularly do my washing style. First thing I like to do is to get a nice tooth comb through my waves and with the grain motion. I do that just to make sure initially I get all the hair lifted up, just so I can thoroughly wash all the dirt and old product out of my hair, just so it can be an official wash. Right now, as you see, I'm doing my back right here. My back is the thickest part, so you see that's where I struggle with the most when it comes to my waves, and a little bit on my right side, which is my weak side. I struggle with that side a little bit more as well, but all of my sides of my head get treated the same way when it comes to combing through the waves here. Now, as you see what I'm doing now, I'm going against the grain just to make sure there's hair I might have missed during that first comb session, just so I can really make sure all my hair is up for the washing style. Now, you see that I'm leaving my crown alone. I'm doing that for a very particular reason. You're going to see why later on in the video once I start shampooing, why I left my crown alone. But yeah, so first thing I did after combing it, well, the second thing after I did, I said first already, you get some shampoo. This particular shampoo I like to use, Wave Builders Wash and Wave. I like to use that shampoo a lot. It gives me a really good lather throughout my waves. And as you see, I spilled a little bit more on my forehead, but that's all good. Let's get back to the show here. Now, when you see that I'm scrambling all my hair, some guys may think, or some women, they may think, well, why are you doing that? You're messing up your wave pattern. You're actually not. You're actually doing this just so you can get all that dirt and old product out of your hair. So doing a good massage with the scalp actually helps with that. Now, I rinse that first wash out just to get all the old product and dirt out. The second wash, you see that I put some on my head just so I can get a good lather, and in my hands to work it in. Now I'm going with the pattern that I normally brush my waves with. I'm doing with the grain. Doing this is really going to help you to accomplish that laid compression look that you really want, especially if you're like me and you already have 8 weeks of wolfing under your belt. You need to do a lot of compression when it comes to laying your hair down. Now, with 8-week wolf with coarse hair, I have to work super hard to make sure I get to lay all my waves down, to make sure they lay in the proper order. As you see now, I'm brushing the shampoo with a medium brush, not a soft brush, not a hard brush. I'm using a medium because I'm making sure I'm getting all my waves into the right pattern and set into place where I need to go. And if you go check out my other video that I posted not that long ago entitled How to Brush Every Angle, I'm brushing in the direction that I normally brush my waves with to help try to break some of those forks that I normally have around the top area of my head. Now, like I said before in this video, that back is my worst part to get waves, as the thickest part of my head, and that's why I'm doing as much lather as I possibly can at the back of my head to really make sure those waves are getting laid down as much as possible, and especially just around the whole head. I'm not going to the crown just yet. I always like to start on like the direct area where my waves are roped around with, making sure that lather is definitely looking good, nice and spicy. As me and some of my family members say, we got to keep things nice and spicy. So as you see now, I'm just laying it down to help get it in that pattern I really want, get my waves set in place. Again, I haven't touched the crown just yet because I really want to make sure I focus on the waves first, then I'll give the crown the attention it needs. But this is not going to be in this video, just for time's sake, just to not keep you guys waiting. So as you see, I'm still laying it down. You see my waves are looking kind of locked in, as you guys can see here. So now what I'm doing is, since they're locked in, is laid down to the level that I want. I go ahead and rag up with one of my do-rags that I don't mind getting wet. What I do is I like to pull it all the way down, and then I flip up. I only do this mainly because of the sides around, like behind the ears. Those waves, if you do a regular flat tie without flipping up the do-rag, 9 times out of 10, if you go to sleep or if you're just letting it dry, some of that hair is actually going to get yanked and it's not going to be laid down properly the way it should, which is why I saw from another waver on YouTube, he actually flat ties the do-rag where he lifts up, which gives really good compression around your edges. So that's how I do it, and so far it's been working so good with the hair pattern that I have and the texture. So you see I just pull it down, and once you're brushing, when you see those noodles inside your head that really lets you know that you are brushing in the right way, having enough lather. I'm tying up the tail of the do-rag just to make sure I don't get a lot of hang there, because once I rinse off all this shampoo out of my hair with the do-rag on, I might add, all my waves are going to be locked in place once they dry. So you leave the do-rag on just like this, and after I get it set to where I need it to do, this process honestly doesn't take a long time at all. It just depends on what progress you're trying to go and what look you're trying to go for. After I rinse it out, you're going to let it dry for 3 hours. And yes, I mean 3 hours. You gotta let it air dry. Some may use an air dryer. It doesn't matter. I like to air dry. That's just how it works for my head. Now, as you see, I'm unragging here after 3 hours. Now you see the final results here. I had to hit it slow-mo for you guys as well, just so you can see the full effect here. But anyways, getting back to the wave check here, you see my crown is definitely pulled and laid down the way I wanted to. However, could I close it more? Yes, I could. I definitely could close it more. But that just goes along with the wave journey of wolfing, and pretty soon I'm gonna end up cutting this down just to like a number 2 or a 3, just so I can keep that thick look I want. But you see, I broke a little bit of a fork, but I still have them. This is the end of that video, and I really hope this video really helps for you guys when it comes to washing style. You guys have a great day and a good night. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're new, go and hit that like button, leave a comment. I will be more than happy to respond to you. So please give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Holla back.